Ty Bartel with Coach Wise of the Waterloo Vikings following a sectional semi-win over the Crestview Rebels. Kind of a cross MVAC battle in that scarlet and gray. But Coach, let's talk about that, just the first quarter. I mean, you guys dropped down 16-10. The kind of theme in the huddle, it seemed like wake up, do what you're supposed to do here. Well, from that, what do you think on the floor sparked the turnaround for this team going into the next few quarters?
Yeah, we got a couple of stops. Actually, I think we were behind 16-6. It actually got to double figures. We got a couple of stops, kind of clawing our way back into the game, and then we hit some shots. I mean, we had a little run there where we hit 4 or 5 threes. So it felt like in a row. I don't know if they were, but it felt like we hit them in a row. And next thing you know, we were up 8-9 points. That kind of sparked and gave us some energy. Navarre getting teed up kind of took the momentum away from us a little bit, but we were able to scratch and claw all night and get the job done.
Navarre, Pody, they did what they usually do.
Yeah.
They knocked down those big shots. They knocked down the big threes too. But guys like Aiden Hall, Jackson Eichler, they started finding their range as well. How big is it to have those guys contributing with those kind of shots over the course of the game for a deep tournament run?
Yeah, if we're gonna move on, we've got to be able to make open shots, and it's all we do in practice. I mean, this time of year, you are who you are, and you don't do much other than walk through stuff and shoot. So that's all we're doing in practice is shooting threes and working on post moves and hoping we can get some guys in position to score the basketball. And the last few games, minus West Branch, we were actually been able to make some shots, and that's big for a team like us.
Boy, that number 2, Kirkland Miller, can really play basketball on the other side. When you talk about just what he can do, he really is dangerous all around the floor. So what's the kind of game plan and just trying to contain him when he's going off like he was offensively tonight?
Yeah, we thought we could match up with him on the perimeter and do a decent job of staying in front of him. He's more athletic than he looked on film, I'll say that, and he's a really good player. He can do a lot of different things. Our biggest concern was when they would run him into the post because, obviously he's bigger, stronger than our guys. So we had to have Ryan kind of take, not away from his man, but slide over into that help side and try to double him as much as we could. I thought we did a pretty good job in the second half of making sure he didn't get post touches.
Once again, Navarre seems to be the captain clutch for you guys, too, hitting a bunch of free throws, 6 of 8, I believe, down the stretch, while also hitting the big 3 that put you guys back up. Him and Pody both had double-digit scoring tonight. Just talking to me about these two seniors and what it means for you to see them have that type of success, but most importantly, a win in their final home game against the Waterloo Faithful.
Yeah, it's a group of seniors that, they've been part of my family for a long time, and I didn't want to see it end tonight, especially on our floor. And they had to dig deep. That was a tough game. It was a battle, and those guys have made plays all year, and they just did what they do, and ended up winning the game. And see what happens Friday.
Well, Friday you go to Newton Falls. That's a team you're pretty familiar with in recent tournament action, too. Obviously, different teams, different looks, different years. But looking at Newton Falls, what is the things you guys are going to have to work on yourselves, confidence-wise, mentality-wise, to walk out of Tiger Country with a win?
Yeah, they're big, they're strong, they're athletic, they can shoot it. They do a lot of things that, make it tough on the other team. They're a great defensive team, and, we're not too shabby defensively, but we're going to have our work cut out for us with their size. It's one of the things we've struggled with all year. So it's going to be a tough night, but our kids are competitors, so we'll go over there and see what happens.
Number 13 Waterloo goes to number 7 Newton Falls in a sectional final matchup on Friday.